I'm Jenna Scare, also known as DocJenFit, and I'm so excited that you guys are here with me. Today, we do have a HIIT workout. We're going to start with a 1-minute warm-up just to kind of get our body moving, and then we're going to go right into the HIIT workout. Normally, my warm-ups would not be 1 minute, so keep that in mind if you want to pause the video and take a little bit more time for yourself, especially if it's just morning or you've been sitting all day at work and you need more energy and space to open up within your body. Very important that you do so, so listen to your own body, okay? We don't have a lot of time here. I'm already taking up too much time, so we're gonna get started right now. So come on down to the floor here. We're just going to take a minute, and I don't want you to end a perfect 90-90. We're almost going to make triangles with the legs, okay? So knee bent, okay? And all we're going to do from here, so is going to take one knee, kind of lift it up. Again, you can use your hands to the back and then coming over, okay? Kind of trying to sit on the ground, opening the knee, and then coming over. Sit on the ground, open the knee. Now, I want you to try to lean over your knees, lean over your shin, and then bring it up. Now we're going to practice the hip hinge. So bring that bottom back. Again, use your hands if you need to. Lean and squeeze, okay? Bringing it down, over, lean, and squeeze. So as do a few of those, then we're going to come all the way over into our quadruped position and just kind of roll those shoulder blades, bringing it up toward our ears, down and pressing, up, down and pressing. Okay, getting it a little bit warmed up in those in the shoulder blades, and we're getting right started into our lunge jumps. Okay, so coming booty back and then jump and switch. Bottom back, jump and switch. Okay, so a lunge jump, if you don't feel comfortable jumping, if your knees are a little bit in pain, I want you to make it smaller, but I still want that heart rate to be up. So bottom back, and you just get a switch like this. If that is still too much, I want you to tap it back really fast. And the whole goal of this is we're building up our cardio, we're building up our cardiovascular activity within our heart rate and get everything moving. So as much as you can, I want you to challenge yourself. Don't go to the easiest modification, go to the hardest progression that you're able to work into for your individual body, okay? It doesn't have to be huge, but it gets to be as tough as you can make it. Okay, whew. Next, push up and reach. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the hardest one, squeezing your glutes, pressing down and up. Now thumb up toward the ceiling and try not to rotate in the body. So we're resisting rotation here as we lift and getting really good core as well. Now again, take it down to your knees, thumbs in line with your nipple line as you come down, and then reach as much as you can. Down and reach. So even if your push-up is here, that's okay. I just don't want it here, okay? There's no reason your body needs to come all the way down, and we're not working our back right now, so we don't need to do a press up. We're working more on the anterior, more on the core, okay? Next, we have lateral bounds. These are some of my favorites to do. So we're gonna take it across and then balance and squeeze. This is why I love this one. On the outside, we have what are called our gluteus medius. Clearly, I'm jumping all over the place. It doesn't need a big bend in the knee. It's a small bend. Push it over to the other side and squeeze and balance, okay? Balance is one of the first things to go. We lose our proprioception. We lose those little stabilizing muscles. And actually, the small stabilizing muscles all the way from the feet up is part of your core, okay? If we don't have these stabilizing muscles, it's going to be really hard to honestly continue through life. So it's not just about strength, it's not just about cardio, but it's also about stabilizing, okay? Whew. Then coming all the way down, what are called prone angels. So arms out, try to keep the legs on the floor, reach and lift the chest, and then bring the arms back toward your side, coming out and down. Lift just in the chest, keep looking down at the mat, thumbs up toward the ceiling, squeeze the shoulder blades away from the spine, bring it out and down. Okay, so we're kind of getting some active upper back thoracic mobility. At the same time, we're getting those shoulder blades to work. Lats, triceps, low traps, and mid traps, really squeezing. Trying to turn off those upper traps as much as possible. Oh, very nice. Now we go right back to the first one, okay? Again, this is supposed to be difficult. It's only a 10-minute HIIT, so I want you to go for as much as you can. So if you can, jump it out. If you do not feel comfortable, make it smaller, or again, step it back. Now, as you can tell with each modification or progression, my hips always come back, my chest leans slightly forward, and I have a straight body here. Knee in line with my ankle, hip in line with my knee. And then I switch. If we have here, so if you're noticing, look in the mirror. If your body is straight up like this and your knee is coming forward, what is going to happen? Your knee is going to go right over that toe. So we want to make sure hips come back so that we're not putting extra pressure on that knee and it actually stays here, okay? If you want those booty gains, you got to get that booty back, okay? Push up with a reach. So again, going into that core. Now I say thumbs in line with a nipple because as we come down, notice where my hands are. Now, as I press, I want to push through my fingertips, get out of my wrists, and push all the way up before I reach, okay? Now, this is very important. If we're here and the elbows are out, guess what my shoulders are doing? They're coming into internal rotation, okay? We don't want internal rotation. That causes impingement. That's actually a test for impingement, okay? So instead, I want you hands back further than you think. Go to your knees if you need to. Thumbs in line with the nipples, and then reach it out. Notice that nothing moves from my shoulders all the way down to my knees or my feet, okay? Coming right up for lateral bounds. And jumping it out. My goodness, I cannot land things right now. Too much coffee, jittery. Okay, pushing it out, squeezing. Pushing it out and squeezing. Okay, really getting a good reach with that foot and squeezing your bum. Reach and squeeze. Okay, keep it going. Whew. Whew. Oh my goodness. Very nice. Okay, going right back down to prone angels. So onto your stomach. Arms out in front of you. Lift and pull it back. Back and down. Now, even as you're laying on your stomach, think of drawing that rib cage down, squeezing hip bone, squeezing your glutes. So your whole core is engaged. And now you lift just from the upper body, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down, bring it back, and relax. My neck stays straight by my gaze going down to the floor the entire time. So I kind of make a little chin tuck, a little bit of a double chin, and I look down at the ground the entire time. If you look up, look what happens to my neck. Now when I look up as well, it engages in my upper traps. So now I'm more prone to use these rather than the lower part, okay? So just being able to be mindful of what's happening is very important. Oh, lunge jump, sorry. Almost going to the wrong thing. All right, guys. So I believe we're already on the last round, which is crazy. It goes by so fast. I honestly can't remember if I did 3 rounds or 4 rounds, so we'll find out. So bottom back, chest leans forward, and it's not a rounding, so it's not this. My shoulder blades are still pulled so that it stays straight. My rib cage is down. So just notice what's happening with your body. And sometimes you need a little bit more visual feedback in order to tell what's happening. So it is okay to do this or ask for support. Maybe you set up a camera, whatever it may be, so that you can really start to see what's happening, okay? Push up and reach. Push up, reach. Keep it going. Whew. Push up, reach. Okay, again, go to your knees if you need to. The reason we're reaching with our thumb up toward the ceiling as well is because when we go into, again, trying to not get into internal rotation, we're using your your rotators right around your shoulder to create external rotation, and then lifting so that we get the most efficiency within the movement for our body so that you're really working it at its top level. Hard to talk and move, won't lie. Okay, back to lateral bounds. So these are great too because then you don't need the TheraBands when you're working out at home. If you don't have like bands to put around your knees and do side steps, plus you're getting your heart rate up, you're getting some cardio in, and you're working your feet. Okay, our hips don't work alone. We walk from our feet. So if we want to truly be getting into our hips and truly be working your hips, we work it from the foot up. Okay. Woo! I'm not gonna lie, getting a little tired. Good. Okay. Prone angels. So coming down. Arms out. Remember to double chin. Lift your thumbs. Lift and squeeze it back and down. Double chin. Lift. Thumbs up toward the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades back away from your ears. Bring it back and down. Lift. Thumbs up. Squeeze and down. Lift. Thumbs up. Squeeze and down. Lift, squeeze, and down. Lift, squeeze. Keep that core on the entire time. And down. Woo! Okay. Now we're going to transition right into our cool down. So we're just going to stay on the floor here. Okay. So, thank you. That's very loud. So now we go right into our 90-90 here, okay? And we're going to have the knee forward and the other knee up. So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna draw my hip back. Drop back, drop back, drop back. Feel like your knee is pressing through your bum and keep a flat back as you lean forward. So you're trying to turn off your front leg, turn off your back leg, and just breathe. So normally, I would hold this for about 2 minutes, okay? Today, we don't have as much time, so we're only gonna hold it for a minute, but I just want you guys to understand what the 90-90 is. So when we can open up in our hips, we take a lot of pressure off of the knee, we take a lot of pressure off of the back. So think of your hips as your access point. And what is happening below and above the hip that could be causing pain? Now, you're just going to twist toward the other side and kind of sit toward your bottom. Some of you might be right back here, and it might be so uncomfortable. So I just want you to just gently start to find. Maybe you move into it a little bit. Maybe your body needs some coaxing because it doesn't feel comfortable. Maybe you need to touch your TFL. So hip bone, walk it down just a little bit and gently massage. Not like digging in, but just gently, and see how that feels. Maybe you can start to turn. Maybe you can start to sit and breathe, okay? Just kind of turning off that muscle. The most important thing for mobility is to relax. When we're doing passive mobility, which is what we're doing right now, we're really just trying to breathe and relax. Okay, so we don't want anything to be high and rise, and we don't want our blood pressure to be going up a lot. We just want to relax, okay? And then we'll switch over to the other side. And now we have this side. So again, knee going back as if it's gonna shoot out my hip, my femur, my leg bone is gonna come straight back. My back is straight as I come over. And you just breathe right here. It doesn't have to be like as deep as you can, again, because I don't want rounding, okay? So almost pretend like you're gonna stick your booty out, and you should feel that stretch even deeper and breathe. Now breathing, we want it to come from this lower rib cage area, not the chest. So nice and slow in and out through the nose. Our hips are our access point. This is where we bend from, move from, twist from. I mean, everything leads down, leads up. So if our hips aren't moving well, chances are our bodies aren't moving well and we get pain in other areas. So even just starting to do this every day, we're going to twist toward this back leg now, again, gently. It doesn't need to be like sitting up straight, because if you feel it more in your knee, then your hip is really locked in. So I want you to gently think of starting to get that bum toward the ground without forcing it. So as soon as it starts to lock up and feel restricted, that's where you're holding. And we're just breathing. So again, usually I would do some active holds and active movements into this after I'm done doing it passively for 2 minutes on each side. But for right now, I'm just introducing it to you guys. We're getting a good cool down to really open up the body, open up the hips right after we just did a workout. Now you can always repeat that workout for as many rounds as you want if you want more of a HIIT workout, since it was only about 10 minutes. Okay, so feel free to do whatever it is that you want to do. Listen to your body this week and really start to observe and feel your body. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying it. Don't forget to like and comment below to let me know what you think, and subscribe so you don't miss any in the future.